Your automatic transmission is supposed to be the silent partner in your daily drive, shifting so smoothly you barely notice it, but lately your gear changes feel sloppy, the car is starting off in third gear like it is stuck in a thick bog, and that orange light on the dash is glaring at you. You plug in your diagnostic tool and find code P0083I, which points to the transmission fluid pressure sensor or switch G circuit. This sensor is a critical piece of the puzzle, usually bolted directly to the valve body deep inside the transmission or sometimes screwed into the exterior of the case. Its entire job is to take the mechanical hydraulic pressure of the transmission fluid and translate it into an electrical voltage signal that the transmission control module can understand. The computer uses this data to decide exactly how much pressure to apply to the clutches and exactly when to pull the trigger on the next shift. When the G-circuit input does not match the pre-programmed values in the computer's memory, the system panics and often throws the car into a protective limp mode to prevent you from burning up the internal clutches. While this could be a mechanical issue like a stuck valve or a leaking internal seal, it is far more likely to be an electrical headache. The very first thing you need to do is pull the dipstick and check your transmission fluid level and condition. If the fluid is low, the pump cannot build enough pressure, and if the fluid is pitch black and smells like burnt toast, you might already have internal mechanical damage. If the fluid looks like a healthy cherry red, you need to crawl under there and inspect the electrical connector. These plugs are exposed to road salt, water, and heat, which makes them prime targets for corrosion and backed-out pins. Clean the terminals with a good electrical contact cleaner and a soft brush, then let them dry completely before applying a bit of dielectric grease. If the code persists, you will need your digital multimeter to check the reference voltage from the computer, which should be a steady 5 volts or 12 volts depending on your specific vehicle. Wiggle the harness while watching the meter to catch any intermittent breaks in the copper. If the wiring and power are perfect, then the sensor itself has likely failed internally and needs to be replaced. Remember that replacing these sensors often requires dropping the transmission pan, so be prepared for a bit of a mess, but catching a faulty pressure switch early can save you from a multi-$1,000 transmission rebuild down the road.